What's up, Ranger? How we doing? What's up, Jessica? Oh, Jessica! What's up? Do pizza candy today? Robert, make sure you're being nice. It's not very nice. Jessica, I don't know how you could say that. What? Very sad to hear that. You gotta come out. You gotta come more. All right, we're doing names today, Ranger. You're okay, Jessica. Don't worry. Go to Louisiana to visit you. That'd be pretty cool. Robert is always nice. Facts. Robert is always nice. Well, he's nice to me. He's nice to me. All right, blue on blue. Here we go. Jessica. Here we go. All right, let's take a look at this one for Jessica. All right. Here we go. That would actually be fun, Robert. Or Jessica. I don't know, Robert said it, but that'd be fun, Robert. Jessica, there you go. All right. All right, here we go. Let's go. Let's do a Ranger, a Danger, and then Robert. All right, here we go. People will come in. Gotta give them some time. Here we go. Ranger, Danger. Let's go. All right, here we go. Let's hear your announcement. All right. All right, Ranger, Danger. There you go. There you go. All right, next up is going to be a Robert. Let's go. Guys, remember to put your name in the chat. Put your name and then the colors. You gotta let me know if you're subscribed, though. So you gotta let me know if you're subscribed and you gotta let me know your name. Aw, thanks, Robert. Did you like that video? I hope you did. The Cracker Jack popcorn. That was a fun one. All right, remember to let me know your name and if you're subscribed. Nina, I don't know if you're subscribed. You gotta let me know if you're subscribed. All right, here we go. Awesome, you subscribed. Michael, all right, Michael, I will add you. Thank you for being subscribed. All right, Nina, thank you so much for being subscribed. Let me add you to the list. Guys, don't worry. If you want to skip the line, all you got to do is send a super chat or a large gift. All right, here we go. Kinsley. All right, here we go. All you gotta do is send your name and if you're subscribed, that's how you can get in here. What's up, Jessica? All right, Robert. Here you go. Thank you so much, Robert, for all you do. Thank you, thank you. All right. All right, coming up next is going to be Michael. Here we go, Michael. All right, here we go. Awesome. Let's do some white with green for a Michael. Here we go. Guys, you got to let me know your name and if you're subscribed. That's how you get entered. Now, if you don't want to wait in line, all you got to do is send a large gift or a super chat and you skip the line. All right, here we go, Michael. Here we go. Here we go. Harper, I don't know if you're subscribed. You got to let me know your name and if you're subscribed. Here we go. Michael. There you are. There you are. Awesome. All right, here we go. Here we go. Nina, it's coming up right now. Here we go. Harper, you're subscribed. Thank you so much for letting me know. Let me get you added to the list. Thank you, Harper. All right, Harper, you've been added to the list. Here we go. All right, Mariah, you gotta let me know if you're subscribed. Mike, you gotta let me know. Emily, I don't know if you're subscribed. So we're only adding subscribers. All right, here we go. Here we go. Nina, there you go. Awesome. Coming up next is Kinsley. Here we go. All right, let's go, Kinsley. All you gotta do is let me know your name and if you're subscribed. That's all it takes. And then you're entered. Now, if you don't want to wait in line, all you gotta do is send a super chat or a large gift. All right, here we go. Here we go. Jaden, you subscribed. Thank you so much, Jaden, for subscribing. Let me get you added right here. Trulin, let's get you added as well. All right, Debbie, you're subscribed. Thank you so much, Debbie. All right, Alex, here we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. London, you gotta let me know if you're subscribed. I don't know. Alex, I don't know if you're subscribed. All right. All right, I got you added. Here we go. Here we go. Monica, thank you so much for subscribing. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at this one. All right, Kinsley, there you go. There you go. All right, next up is going to be Harper. Guys, remember, if you want to be entered, all you got to do is let me know your name and if you're subscribed. I'm only doing subscribers, so if you want a chance, you have to be subscribed. Now, if you don't want to wait in line, all you got to do is send a large gift or a super chat. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at this one. Here we go. Here we go. Awesome, Harper. I hope you enjoy it. There you go. There you go. All right, next up is going to be Jaden. Let's go, Jaden. All right, Jaden, here we go. All right, let's do a little bit of purple with some white for Jaden. Here we go. Here we go. Jaden, let's get this one spinning for you. Here we go. Owen, subscribe. Thank you so much, Owen. All right, Owen, here we go. I see a Seahawks one in there. I got you. I hope you're subscribed, but I'm doing that one either way. So, here we go. All right, Amira, thank you so much for subscribing. I got you added. Guys, remember, this is a subscriber spinner only. If you want to skip the line, all you got to do is send a super chat or a large gift. So, if you want to for a chance, you got to be subscribed. Here we go, Jaden. All right, Jaden. Next up is going to be Trulin. Here we go, Trulin. Awesome, guys. All right, Trulin. Let's get your spinning. Let's get a little bit of pink and white. Emerson, I see you in there. If you're, let me know if you're subscribed. I will do it for you. All right, here we go. Here we go. Awesome, guys. Remember, you got to let me know your name and if you're subscribed. I'm only doing subscribers. All right, here we go. Here we go. Trulin. There you go. There you go. Awesome. Debbie's coming up right now. Let's go, Debbie. All right, here we go. Hey, Ray. Actually, I'm not going to question you. You probably have a reason for it. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Derby, blue and pink. Derby. Thank you so much for being subscribed. All right, here we go. Here we go. Awesome. Next up is going to be Alex. Guys, remember, if you want a chance for your name, all you got to do is be subscribed. Let me know you're subscribed. Let me know your name. All right, then you have a chance. Alex, let's get yours going. Here we go. All right, Alex, let's get yours spinning. If you don't want to wait in line, all you got to do is send a super chat or a large gift, and you skip the line. All right, here we go. Here we go. Awesome. Let's let this one spin real quick. Let's take a look real quick. All right, here we go. All right, Mr. Alex, there you are. All right, next up is going to be Ruth. Here we go. Chris, I see that you're subscribed. Let me get you added in here, Chris. Thank you so much for being a subscriber, Chris. All right, here we go. Chris, let's add you to the line. All right. All right, here we go, here we go. All right. There you go. Awesome. Next up is me, Monica. Monica, let's go. All right, guys. Remember, all you got to do is put in the chat your name and if you subscribe. And if you did, you have a chance for spin art. I'm only choosing subscribers. All right, here we go. Here we go. Ranger called it out in the chat. If you send a super chat or a large gift, you will skip the line. Monica, there you are. All right, next up is going to be Owen. Here we go. Owen. All right. Let's get green going for Owen. All right. We're going to throw some white on the outside. Here we go, Owen. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Eliza, thank you so much for subscribing. I got you added to the line. Here we go. All right. Reem, you got to let me know if you're subscribed. Ian, you're subscribed. I got you added as well. All right. Here we go. I just see a gift that just came in. Large gift came in. Here we go. RBR Peaceful. Here we go. All right. Thank you so much, RBR Peaceful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. You skipped the line. All right. Here we go. Oh, and there you go. All right. RBR Peaceful coming up right now. Let's go. Let's see what colors we're going to do. All right, let's do some yellow with some pink. All right, thank you so much for the large gift. Because you sent a large gift, you have skipped the line. All right. All right, here we go, here we go. All right, RBR Peaceful, thank you. All right, I see you wanted Ando, so do Ando. So I'm going to do Ando real quick. All right, here we go. All right, guys. Large gifts skip the line. Small gifts do not skip the line. All right, I will add Lizzie to the line, though, still. But that one does not skip the line. Large gifts only. But, Lizzie, I will add you to the line. So do not worry. I'll actually add you next in line. Unless a large gift comes through, but I'll do you next. And there you go, there you go. All right, next up is gonna be Lizzie. All right, here we go. I feel nice on this one, so I'll do it for Lizzie. Here we go. All right, here we go, here we go. DJ Prod, I got you. You subscribe. Thank you so much for subscribing. I got you added. Here we go, here we go. Alright, guys, remember, you gotta let me know your name and if you're subscribed, because I'm only doing subscribers on this stream. So if you want a chance, you gotta be subscribed. Alright, Seahawks coming up right now. Guys, remember, if you want to skip the line, all you gotta do is send a large gift or a super chat. Large gift only skips the line and super chat. Small gifts do not skip the line. Alright, here we go. Range large gifts allow you to skip the line, not, yeah. Alright, here we go, here we go. Seahawks, there you go. Alright, guys, but if you want your easiest chance, obviously, large gifts or super chats will get you to skip the line. But, if you subscribe and send me your name, you have a chance for me to get you for free. Alright, here we go, here we go. Alright, Alvia, or Olivia, I hope I said it right, but I got you added real quick. Alright, here we go. Logan, let me get you added to the line. Thank you so much, Logan. All right, Mackenzie, thank you so much for being a subscriber. Let me get you added to the line. Thank you so much, Mackenzie. All right, here we go, here we go. Awesome. There you go. Amira. All right, Debbie, let's get it going. All right, guys. All right, let's get this one going. Let's go purple and blue. Alright, here we go, here we go. Alright, Debbie, there you go. I hope you enjoy it. Awesome, next up is going to be Chris. Let's go. Alright, Rick, let's go. All right, next up is going to be Amiri. All right, here we go. Chris, there you are. Awesome, guys. Remember, all you got to do for a chance for your name to be picked, you got to be subscribed. So you got to let me know your name and if you're subscribed. Then you have a chance for me to pick you. Now, if you don't want to wait in line or you want to be guaranteed a spot, all you got to do is send a large gift or a super chat. All right, here we go. Awesome, Aliza. There you go. I hope you enjoy. Awesome. Next up is going to be Ian. Here we go. Awesome. Let's go, Ian. A little bit of pink with some green for Ian. All right. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Awesome, Ian. There you go. There you go. Awesome, DJ Prod coming up right now. All right, let's get that one spinning right now. All right, here we go. Here we go. Right. Thank you for being a subscriber. I got you. All right, here we go. Next up is going to be Olivia. All right, DJ Prod. There you go. All right, Olivia, here we go. All right, thank you so much for subscribing, Sophie. Let me get you added to the line. All right, Sophie, you've been added to the line. Here we go. All right, here we go. Dax, you gotta let me know if you're subscribed. Sky, you gotta let me know if you're subscribed. You guys gotta be subscribed for a chance for me to do your spin art. Here we go. Here we go. Olivia. There you go. There you go. All right. Next up is going to be Logan. Let's go, Logan. All right, Logan. Here we go. All right, Logan. Let's get this one going for you. Here we go. Here we go. Next up is going to be Mackenzie. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Range, you leaving? All right, Logan, there you go. Awesome, here we go. All right, Mackenzie, here we go. All right, Mackenzie. Guys, remember, if you want a chance for your spinner, all you gotta do is be subscribed. Let me know your name and let me know if you're subscribed, and then you have a chance for me to pick you. All right, now if you don't want to wait in line or you're gonna be guaranteed yours, all you gotta do is send a super chat or a large gift, and you skip the line. All right, here we go, here we go. All right, Mackenzie, there you are, there you are. Awesome, let's go, Rick, here we go, here we go. All right, Rick. Black and a red for Rick, here we go. All right, here we go. Emerson, you subscribed. Thank you so much, Emerson, for subscribing. All right, here we go. You're subscribed. Your name's Scarlett. Thank you so much, Scarlett, for being subscribed. Melinda, you subscribed. All right. Justine, you subscribed. Thank you so much. All right, here we go. All right, there you go, Rick. All right, Emery, let's get yours going right now. Here we go. All right, green and blue. All right, guys, I am looking at the chat real quick. Make sure I didn't miss anything crazy. All right, here we go, here we go. All right, there you go, Emery. All right, Brighton, let's go. Nolan, you subscribed. Thank you so much, Nolan, for subscribing. Let me get you added. All right, guys, how we doing today? We're gonna get some spin art going. Keep on putting your names in the chat. I want to see it. I'm gonna wipe this real quick. There we go. Oh my goodness, this is crazy, guys. A lot of paint on here. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Let's get it going. Brighton. Let's take a look at yours. Brighton, there you go. Here you go. Awesome. Next up is going to be Sophie. Let's go, Sophie. All right. Here we go. Pink and blue for Sophie. All right. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Ania, you subscribed. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. I will get you added. Thank you, Ania. All right, Ania. You're a subscriber. Your name's Troy. All right. Here we go. Troy, the man. All right, Troy. Here we go. Your name's Madison. All right, Madison, let's get you added onto the list. Here we go. All right, guys, remember you have to be subscribed. So, Sophie, there you go. You guys gotta let me know you're subscribed. You gotta let me know your name that you're subscribed. All right, here we go. Emerson. All right, let's get that purple and yellow going. Guys, remember, all you gotta do is be subscribed. Let me know your name and let me know you're subscribed. And then you have a chance for me to pick you for spin art. Now, if you don't want to wait in line, all you have to do is send a large gift or a super chat, and you skip the line. All right, Emerson, there you go. Here we go, Scarlet coming up right now. Let's go, Scarlet. Here we go. All right, let's do pink with some blue. Here we go, here we go. All right, Maxon, thank you so much for being subscribed. Let me get you added to the line. Here we go, Maxon. All right, Simra, thank you so much for being a subscriber. All right, here we go, here we go. Awesome. Ania, you're coming up next. Scarlet, there you go. All right, Ania, let's get yours going right now. Here we go. Hey, Jack, let me know if you're subscribed. If you are, I can do your name. I got you. All right, Kaysen. All right, Isabel. Jake, you subscribed. Thank you so much, Jake. All right, Isabel, thank you for being a subscriber. I appreciate it. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Michael, your name's Jack. All right. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Ania, there you are. All right. We just got a large gift that just came in. So that means they skipped the line. So let's see what it is. It's a power potion sent by Samantha Martinez. All right, thank you so much. All right, let's get yours added on here real quick. Thank you so much for sending that. I appreciate it. Someone said I'm a fast writer. Thank you, man. I try to be fast, efficient on this channel. Here we go. Jordan, you subscribe. Thank you so much, Jordan. All right, here we go. All right, let's take a look at this one. There we go. Samantha Martinez. Thank you. All right, next up is going to be Melinda. All right, let's go, Melinda. All right, let's try a little bit of pink with some yellow for Melinda. Here we go. Your name's Dax, and you subscribe. All right, Dax, let's get you added to the line. My friend Dax. All right, guys, here we go. Let's take a look. All right, Melinda, there you go. Awesome, Justine. Here we go, Justine. All right, let's go a little bit of red with some black for Justine. All right, here we go, here we go. All right, Justine. All right, next up is going to be Troy. Here we go, Troy. Say what? Troy the dog. All right, Troy. Let's go black and blue for Troy. Here we go, here we go. All right, Leela Scott, thank you so much for being a subscriber. I will get you added to the line. Leela Scott, here we go. All right, guys, remember, you got to be subscribed for a chance for me to pick you. And if you want to skip the line, all you got to do is send a super chat or a large gift. Troy. All right, here we go. If you want to skip the line or if you want just your name added, but you want to add to the front of the line, so send a large gift or a super chat. All right, black and yellow. Here we go. Here we go. All right, here we go. Next up will be Maxon. Let's go, Maxon. All right. Here we go. All right, there you go. Maxon coming up right now. Let's go. All right, let's do a little bit of black with some green, and we're gonna throw a little bit of white in there. Here we go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I like it. I like it. All right, here we go. Next up is gonna be a Simran. All right. All right, there you go. Next up, Simran. Let's go, Simran. All right, let's do a little bit of blue with some white for Simran. Here we go. Amaya, I think. Amaia. I will get you added. All right, I got you added. Here we go. Here we go. All right, Josh. I got you added. Here we go. Remember, you got to be subscribed for me to pick you guys. So, let me know if you're subscribed. Let me know your name. All right, Simran. There you go. Next up is going to be a Karen. Or Kaysen, not Karen. Sorry, Kaysen. All right, here we go. Kaysen, we got yours going right now. Next up is going to be Jake. All right. There you go. All right, Jake, let's get yours going right now, Mr. Jake. All right, Jake. All right, let's take a look at Jake's. All right, Jake, here you go, here you go. Awesome, next up is going to be Isabel. Here we go, Isabel. All right, here we go, Isabel. Pink. Blue. Oh, I forgot the pink. The two blues. That's all right. All right, here we go, here we go. Next up is going to be Jack. All right, Isabel. There you go. Awesome, next up is Jack. Let's go, Jack. Green, orange, and white for Jack. Let's get this one going. Next up is going to be Jordan. All right, here we go. Let me pick some more names. I got to be subscribers, though. Here we go. All right, Cam subscribed. Thank you so much, Cam. I got you added to the line. Thank you, Cam, for being a subscriber. I got you added. Remember, if you want a chance, you got to be subscribed. You got to let me know your name. And let me know you're subscribed. You got to let me know your name. All right, here we go. Jack. All right, here we go. Jordan, coming up next. Now, if you want to skip the line, or if you don't even want to be in line, all you got to do is send a super chat or a large gift. All right, here we go. Jordan, let's get yours going. All right, here we go. Next up is going to be Leela Scott. All right. Jordan, here you go. Here you go. Awesome, Leela Scott coming up next right now. Let's go. All right, pink and blue for Leela Scott. All right, here we go. Here we go. Carter, I don't know if you're subscribed. Marion, I don't know if you're subscribed. Your name is No. I don't think your name's No. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, Leela Scott. There you go. Dax. Let's go, Dax. Jorge subscribed. All right, Jorge. Let's go, Jorge. All right, I got you, Jorge. Jorge's the man. Let's go, Jorge. All right, Jorge, I got you added. Here we go. Uncle Alert from Harper. Harper, all right, you have skipped the line. I don't know if I should say thank you or if I should be offended. I got called Unc. Thank you, Harper. I appreciate it. All right, thank you. All right, thanks, Harper. All right, here you go, Dax. All right, Harper. All right, let's start this one for Harper. Thank you for the large gift, Harper. Let's get yours going. Here we go. All right. All right, Harper, let's take a look. There you go. Thank you so much. All right, I'm Mia. Here we go. All right, there we go. Yellow and white. Here we go. All right, another gift just came in. An Unk alert again from Harper. I got called Unk twice. I gotta say, oh my gosh, Harper, I don't even know if I should say thank you again. But you're very kind, so I'm gonna say thank you. Thank you so much, Harper. Again, I will do another one for you. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, there you go. There you go. All right, Harper, let's get yours going right now. I got another Unk alert. Oh my gosh, I'm being called Unk everywhere. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. But, Mo, thank you so much for calling me Unk. I can't believe I'm saying that. I got called Unk and I said thank you. Oh my goodness. Alright, you want Mo 4X. Alright. I'm gonna write Mo 4X, thank you. Actually, no, I'll just write Mo 4X. That's what you wanted. Alright, here we go, here we go. Alright, here we go. Harper, thank you so much. Alright, Mo 4X. Let's get yours going. Alright, let's do some white with some blue. Alright, here we go, here we go. Thank you so much for the Unk alert. I can't believe I was saying thank you to Unk, but thank you. Alright, Mo. There you go. Awesome, next up is going to be Josh. Alright, Chris Scott. Alright, I got you, man. Thanks so much for the support. For emotional damage being called Unk. Oh man, thank you so much. Let me do one for you real quick. Tama James. Alright, thank you so much. I'm gonna write thank you. So kind of you. Alright, here we go, here we go. Alright, Josh, there you go. Super chat, skip the line. I know it's emotional damage, but let me get you a spin art going. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. Alright, I can't believe how many times I got called Unk with those gifts. And I gotta say thank you for calling me an Unk. It's crazy. But, I appreciate it, guys. Here we go. Alright, thank you so much, I appreciate it. There you are. Alright, here we go. Next up is going to be Cam. Let's go. After Cam will be Jorge. Did I get Jorge? Not yet. Jorge is next. Alright, here we go. I got another gift. Here we go. Alright, playing guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sent me a GOAT trophy. No way! Thank you so much, my friend. I'm gonna write thank you with 2 exclamation points. You know what? Let's put 4 exclamation points. You are the man. Thank you so much. You're the GOAT playing guy. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Alright, Cam. There you go. Playing guy. Oh my goodness. Hold up. Let's get yours going. Alright. Let me write down this next one too so it doesn't go away. But Mo 4X again. What do you want written? Or do you just want me to write thank you this time? Mo 4X, thank you. If I don't see a chat from you, that's all I'm gonna have for you. Alright, pink and blue. I got you, playing guy. Alright, Mr. Playing Guy. I got you. I'll even do 2 types of blue. Alright, here we go. Alright. Mo 4X. I actually have this one already for you. This says Mo 4X. Thank you. If you want a different one, let me know. But I'm going to put 5 exclamations on this one. Oh, you want Mo 4X? I'll write that one for you instead. Mo 4X. You want red and black. Alright, I got you. Alright, playing guy, here we go. Thank you so much for the gift. I appreciate it. There you go. Alright, Mo 4X, red and black. Alright, here we go. Let's get this one spinning for Mo. Here we go, here we go. Thank you, Mo, for the gift. I appreciate it. Alright, next up is going to be Jorge and then Chris Scott. Nolan, are you subscribed? You got to let me know. Ava, are you subscribed? Alright, here we go, here we go. Let's take a look at Mo. Alright, Mo. There you go. Ava, I got you added to the line. Jorge, you are up next. Let's go, Jorge. Alright, Jorge, let's go. I got you, my friend. Let's go. I got you. Alright. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Alright, next up is me, Chris Scott. Nolan, you're subscribed. I can get you added on here. Here we go. Alright. Playing guy, pretty cool guy. Goat emoji. Oh my god, I couldn't believe that one, guys. That was a cool one. Thank you so much, playing guy. If you're still in here, thank you, thank you, thank you. That one was awesome. Alright. Playing guy, pretty cool guy. Wait, he is in here. I think it's like 10 bucks. So I really appreciate that, my friend. I really do. Playing guy, you been here? Do you put stuff in the chat? Alright, here we go, here we go. Alright, Chris, there you go, there you go. You recently got an account a while ago? Nice. Well, thank you for coming, I appreciate it. Alright, here we go. Awesome. Well, thank you. I appreciate it, man. I'm glad you're coming. Yeah. Happy to have you in here. Thank you. I don't think I've gotten the goat one. Maybe I have. But it's rare. So, thank you. I appreciate that. Alright, here we go. Ava. That one's actually a cool one. Nolan, let's go. Alright, here we go, here we go. I'll do Patrick. You guys gotta be subscribed to get your name chosen. So. Alright, we're gonna do Mo 4X again. He sent a gift. So. Oh, there's 2 gifts in here. Playing guy sent another GOAT trophy. What? When did you send that one? I missed it. When did he send that? Did you send another GOAT trophy? Or am I tripping? Alright. Oh, you only sent one. Okay, okay. I don't know. I don't know why it popped up as another one. I appreciate one. That's all I need. I appreciate that. I thought it said 2. I was like, oh my goodness. This guy is. I was like, whoa. You think I'm tripping? I don't know. It popped up again. I don't know why. But, yeah, I don't know why I did that. Huh. What's up, Jerome? Alright, here we go. Here we go. Awesome. Boss man mode. There you go. Alright, playing guy 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to do a different one for you real quick. Alright, next I'm going to be Nolan. You want one? All you gotta do is subscribe. Let me know your name. Subscribe. Here we go. Giselle, you're subscribed. All right. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, there you go. Plain guy, plain guy. Thank you so much. All right, here we go. Here we go. Your subscriber name is Max. Go Teo. That's what you want for your spinner? Is that what you're saying? I can get that one done for you, Mo. Mo, I'm gonna do. I think you said. Hold up. Mo did send a lot of large gifts. Mo's the man. Mo, put in the chat one more that you want. Yeah, put one more name that you want, and I got you. If you don't put one, then I'm just gonna do a Mo Forex thank you that I have written down already. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, go Teo. Thank you so much, Mo. Oh, you wanted David? All right, I can do David real quick. All right, here we go. I'll pick a name for the chat. All right, here we go. We'll do like Charlton John. Great username. All right. Is that what you want? Charlton John. Here we go. Now I got you, David. Here we go. David, there you go. I apologize. There you go. There you go. Awesome. Charlton John. Let's go. All right, here we go. Here we go. Next up is going to be Nolan. All right, here we go. Let's get this one spinning, guys. Let's take a look at this one. Here we go. Here we go. Charlton John. There we go. There we go. All right, here we go. Nolan. Let's go. All right, here we go. All right, next up is going to be, we're going to do this one right here. It's going to say, Mo, thank you. Mo 4X, thank you. Is that what you want, Mo? Is that good with you? If you don't like it, I can do a different one for you. I appreciate all the gifts. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, coming up next is going to be pink, blue, and yellow. Awesome. Next up is going to be Patrick. Let's go, Patrick. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, Mo, thank you so much. Mo 4X. All right, here we go, Patrick. Let's go. All right, blue, white, and pink for Patrick. Here we go. Here we go. All right, next up is going to be Giselle. All right, guys, make sure you have not subscribed. You guys are subscribing. All right, Patrick, there you go. Giselle, and then Max. All right, guys. After Max, it's going to be on my last one. If you send a large gift or a super chat, I will do one for you. So, if I don't get one of those by the time I'm done with Max, though, I'm going to be ending it. So, here we go. Here we go. Patrick be like, someone calls him. This is Chris Crab. No, this is Patrick. I like it. I like it. It's a good one playing guy. All right. Here we go. Giselle. Here we go. All right, guys. Guys, large gift. Skip the line and add you in. So, remember, it's got to be a large gift for me to continue your name. I will be nice, and I will do one for... I'll just write Soraya, and I'll write one that says Angel. But remember, large gifts or super chats. But I'll be nice in those ones. Real. All right, Max, there you go. All right, here we go. All right, next up will be Angel. All right, there you go. Awesome. I hope you enjoy. Next up will be Angel. Alright guys, super chats, large gifts do not get you anything at this point. We are done with spin art. So, here we go. Alright, here we go, here we go. I'll do one more. Yeah, I can do Lane. This could be the last one, guys, though. This will be the last one. We're gonna do Lane. Here we go. Here we go. All right, this will be the last one. Actually, let's do. I'm gonna do one more. I'm just gonna write Logan. Logan. I'm gonna write Logan on one for you. All right, these will be the last two. So here we go. Here we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, Lane. There you go. All right, Logan. This will be the last one of the night. All right, here we go. Blue, pink, and yellow. All right, here we go. Awesome, guys. That will be the last one. Any super chats or gifts that are sent now will not get you spin art anymore. We are done with spin art. So, super chats or large gifts do not get you anything anymore. All right, there you go. Let me remove the pinned message. All right, I will still stay on. So if you guys want to put stuff in the chat, you guys want to talk, I got you. I'll answer some questions. If you guys have any questions, put some stuff in the chat. I got you. I'll stay on for a little bit longer as I clean up. Logan, I just did yours. Logan, I did yours already. It's right here. There you go. There's Lane. Alright guys, you guys have any questions? Of course, happy to do it. Say thank you to Plain Guy, known as David, for that one. He gave you a shout out on that one. But happy to do it. Thank you, thank you. I haven't done yours. What do you mean? Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. You guys love the videos. I'm so happy you guys love the videos. Logan, I already did yours. Logan, it's right here. You're trying to be here every stream? I hope you are. God, this thing gets so dirty though every time I use it. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. It's just so much paint. I do not hear you talking to me. I can read it though. Hey, if one of the mods, if Range is in here, if you want to time Logan out for like 30 minutes, you feel welcome to. I've shown him so many times. I feel like it might be a bot at this point. So if there's a moderator in here, if you want to time him out, go for it. So Jerome, Jerome, next time I do it, remind me, and I will try to get to yours. Can you be mod? So, to be mod, you gotta come consistently to my live streams. I gotta like understand you, like know you a little bit more. And then at 50,000 subscribers, we're gonna choose more mods. So if you're like at all the live streams, you're consistently there, I know who you are and I like, trust you, then yes. So, I'm not saying no or yes actually, because at 50,000 is when I'm gonna choose more mods. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. Plane guy, are you like a plane fan or like what? I'm curious. David's your name, I believe. So David, like, do you like planes or like, what do you like? How are you, plane guy? Yeah, roughly. Are we allowed to spam 6, 7 in my channel? Sure. Just not right now. I don't really wanna. I wanna be able to read the chat right now, so just leave it for now. Plane fan, enthusiast, and learner. How long have you how long have you been into planes? Five years, 10 years? How long have you been into planes? I'm curious. 20 years? I don't know. No spam in 6, 7. All right, Range has spoken, guys. No spam in 6, 7. Jerome said he won't. All right. So actually, I actually know quite a bit about airplanes too. They're either made from Rolls-Royce or a company called GE. Those are the two companies that are making like the big suppliers of plane engines. Pretty big enthusiast myself, plane guy. I love planes. How long you been studying planes for? I haven't been into it too long. I've only been into it for like 7 years. Yeah, it makes sense, Ranger. I'm not gonna lie. You fly for FedEx? That's pretty cool, man. You've been into it for 10 years? Nice, man. That's pretty cool. Longer than me. I've only been into it for like 7 years. So, that's pretty cool. Planes are cool. What's up, Sadie? How you doing? For 25 years. Nice, man. That does pay real good. Sounds pretty. That's a good job. You're a police officer. Nice, Jerome. That's pretty cool, man. You make RC planes and models out of foam and wire? Wow, that's pretty cool. RC planes are pretty cool. You're an accountant. Nice, nice. Blaine, a shout out to you. Nice, Jerome. That's pretty cool, man. Oh, like steel wires. Ah, okay. All right, guys, I'm about to get off. I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.